Faze. So yeah, it's a map that they can play, a map that they can play well on, but at least this is their map pick. This is the one they want to bring it to. Now for G2, this is not going to be a surprise veto. Ancient could have been quite clear to them. And so we know the prep runs deeper than Inferno.
We just need a massive uptick in individual level, too, from Faze.
They played at Dallas on this map, and G2 were able to beat it. Again, two rosters that haven't made a move, so there can be some consistency, some continuity between their last series. But that was a 16-14 win for G2.
All right, well, let's hope for Faze's sake this one gets a little closer, but Hunter's not having any of it. He is having a fantastic day, and that will transition into the CT pistol round of map 2. Rain holds off on the lane flank, but the bomb belongs to the Donut defenders, and it just takes a one-tap and a Monacy. Lunders.
I want to cut to Hooksy Cam right after this because his energy, again, he said that they wanted to bring some more to on LAN to take advantage of the fact that they're all there in person, and man, it got him fired up. He obviously had a fantastic individual game on Inferno and called a great game as well.
Man, it just feels like some of these players just can't miss.
Yeah. I think you pointed it out with Hunter. I mean, his A-side holds.
Dude, Nico just got another one-tap. Everybody's essentially died. I feel like 10 bullets have been shot from the CTs. We get a little exchange of gunfire going down, and Banana Rop's preoccupied with the mid-play, gives Hunter his third. And so G2 start where they finished on Inferno.
Yeah.
In the driver's seat.
Yeah, again, last map, no player from Faze had over 10 kills. 4 rounds in total.
Systemically
Kerrigan has said this himself. There is a difference between, you know, winning and losing a map if you even lose with a lot of... What?
Yeah. I could just feel that tap.
Yeah.
You know, we see it hit the kill feed. You just knew it was sexy.
Jesus.
He can't save you. Not even he can save you right now.
Oh, great coverage. Suppressing fire here from Monacy. They'll try to sneak into window, but some more damage is dealt. Looking for a better game out of Rain as well. He is he's one of the guys to watch on Ancient in Cave. He went 0-6 on opening duels on Inferno. And again, we always have to talk about Kerrigan and Rain on their opening duels. That's everything for Faze.
Rob's sitting around, but a little too much comfort for G2's players in middle. They decide to go digging. And they unearth Rops from what he was hoping was going to turn into a potential flank as the B split looks to erupt. Bomb will have to make it up the ramp. CTs can lean back behind smokes. Could choose to spam through, but it looks like a bomb plant is likely. Boost up and over, kills the first support. Everybody's position now known. It'll be an easy mowdown as Hooksy adds a Rain to the kill feed through the edge of the smoke. Kerrigan's been blind this entire time. G2 have 5 up, and even Swanee's getting pumped.
Yeah, even Swanee's getting pumped. No time to relax here. Every part of the round looks good. Of course, just pistols for Faze, but a rough start to the T side. So let's see what happens. Everything's just sort of compiled with the fact that they lost so badly on Inferno, you know. So it's just becoming a, like, when's the last time they even won a round type of thing. But here we go, another half buy. No bomb plan on round 1.
Just a little curb purchase this time. God.
They had best last round. They had a weird economic situation on Inferno with the double save as well. Money was a little weird that half. Oh.
Kerrigan trying to pounce on Hooksy. Let him fight, let him fight. Kerrigan wins it. Nico slides down ramp. Multiple players here to the right side, lines them up wonderfully, and just reconfirms that there are others just outside. His sidearm peppers them as Monacy comes down, adding to the kill count of G2. Brokey's going to try to press out, grab a weapon, and see what he can do, but he gets chased. No plant, no opening kills after that one. 3-0 G2.
You have to slow down the mental momentum as well. Oh, which I guess all momentum is mental, but you can't let rounds go too easily. And the more confident a team gets, the more risks they're going to take, the faster they're going to play and make decisions, and you've got to counter all of that. So Kerrigan's got his work cut out for him. But the first real buy of the game comes in now. Let's see what the idea is.
Pressure bottom middle, but nothing too risky. They don't open the possibility of Brokey shooting back. He's just waiting for the cave peek. They'll deny his vision for the most part. And Monacy slides into the box, having Hunter look above him.
Yeah, he has to jump up to be spotted.
They're still holding on for this. JKS catches Rob's trying to lurk out a main. Monacy's about to be exposed. Oh, they disassemble and walk out as the flash pops. Monacy just gets a glimpse of it to at least go 1-1.
But that's already one player down before that kill comes out, so a 4v3 situation. They're left with mid control, but another spotted as well. They got to be careful of more smokes coming out.
Two inside of the donut, lesser guns. Kerrigan sees it, takes the head off Hunter. JKS gonna catch him off guard. Can't stop the second, so a quick scramble, and FaZe have managed to get back from man disadvantage into the 2v2 post plant. It's Rain and Twists versus Hooksy and Nico. No more smoke for FaZe to block vision. Frag and a couple flashes for Twist, who plays in sight. Rain just very much committed to the depths of donut.
This is Twist's favorite spot, but he's really good at playing from this position. Let's see if there's a timing for him. Hooksy's not aware.
Right there, though. Oh. Hooksy's going to get blasted. Nico, no trade. Twists, 2 headshots. Yeah. And FaZe put one up.
Yeah, he's just so good at playing that box in post plant, so nice. They do put a stop to momentum at least a little bit, but you know, Monacy sitting here already $7,200. Hunter with $8,100. Man, JK has $7,500. Clean anti-ecos, no upgrades coming into this round. So yeah, it was a round they can afford to lose, and only 2 up for FaZe. So still a little bit more work here to earn the respect of G2. You know, apart from winning Pro League for FaZe and completing the Grand Slam, the last tournament that they won before that was Cologne in July last year. And it was a special one. It was an incredible victory, but the well has been relatively dry since then. We know how much Cologne means to Kerrigan.
Cologne's something special for so many. You can kind of feel that electricity in the air here at the moment at the event. Everybody's pumped, amped, yelling at each other. Stakes are high for the last CSGO event in Cologne. Monacy pushed off his angle, still has a teammate up in cave doing a great job of cutting off the other half of this FaZe pack. As smokes fade, Rain decides to take an initiative. Twist, ooh, accidental jump. Hooksy in the smoke gets caught out, and we've got FaZe with a bomb plant inside of B. Monacy still floating with support next to him. It's Hunter, who loses majority of his health, but swaps out weapons and seeks a thread to pull on.
Oh, Rain could die. This is actually a dangerous situation. Monacy, does he have a lineup right here?
Kerrigan in the background would go down easy. Smoke certainly causes a problem for FaZe in the post plant, blocks off their vision if the retake was coming, but it's not the case. Monacy just wants to escape. He'll kill Rain and anybody else who wants to come with him.
Ooh, okay.
He's leaving, and he's taking that off.
Yeah, no, Monacy's opening attempt was a failure, and that actually put Hooksy in a tough situation, and they might have been able to still take the site without him, but that maybe made a difference for G2 in winning that round, but FaZe putting up 2 is big. The extra casualties at the end are not small, however, and this will still be an expensive round. At least it comes with a bomb plant. But most importantly here, mentally, FaZe show they're in this game. Again, one more full buy here from G2, and an op that gets carried forward. They wouldn't have been able to save otherwise, a rebuy. Twist makes great progress here. Quickly into Donut. They're spreading out for a ton of map control.
Yeah, he seems to be jumping into the second map with...
They manufactured a lot of chaos right there on that last round.
Rain, the king of the cave gaps. the caveman, some call him. But he decides to not enter. Not yet. Waits for the ramp push, the possibility of it at least. Down to a smoke and a flasher, G2. Keeping eyes on the red room push from the depths of B.
It's a great amount of map control here.
Man, there's so few grenades left. That's the last smoke that the T's have to work with. Just popped right behind Monacy. He holds off for the angle. The trades don't come through. Hooksy's SMG enough to best Brokey.
Well, they have options, so they're going to take it towards the A site. 2 here.
But
rotation cut off.
Yeah, nice shot out of Monacy. And then the last smoke, the one smoke they still had to play with, goes in the front of Donut. Hooksy squeezing from the backside of it. And Twists has lost his entire team, his own life included.
Yeah, so G2 say, we don't plan on saving. That'll be a rifle round secured. And as for Faze, on their rifles, they kept the money low, so yeah, they won't have anything to work with. The 2 and 3 deaths on the previous 2 rounds, I mean, in terms of momentum, G2 are just doing so well, right? The rounds they lose, they're getting majority kills. They did so well on their anti-ecos that they can survive to buy twice full. They saved an op through those rounds.
It's got the makings of a stellar CT side.
Yep.
Not impenetrable.
Just resilience.
Yes, very solid start. And we start to see the individual level that was on Inferno transitioning into this. Monacy, who was pretty quiet, you know, for the most part of Inferno.
He actually had a bad blast groups in general.
Oh.
Yeah, just a slow start to the season for Monacy.
Is he washed? Is it over?
He's getting a little older, you know,
yeah.
So that's okay.
Yeah, adulthood kicking in.
Sounds like one of my egregious YouTube titles. Isn't it Monacy Watch? I should just make that video. Oh.
Smoked out of the B site. You're not getting in this time, Kerrigan. Not without stepping into Hooksy's A1S. They'll try it. Hooksy's in the open. He's got Hunter here to help him. H&H. And I'm not talking Harry and Hugo. Props is the only piece left down towards bottom middle. G2, they know what they can take. They know what advantages they have in the rifles. And honestly, the form.
Yeah.
You've got Brokey 1 and 7. Rain is 1 and 6. Rops is 1 and 5. Anytime those 3 players are that low down the scoreboard, you've got problems. If Twists didn't have 6 kills himself, this could be 7-0.
We talk through it in Ticos and we glaze over them because it's like, oh, the other team wasn't supposed to win, but the kills they don't get matter. That's why you can still get excited about them when you win that dominantly. So 5 alive to keep that tide raising higher economically for G2. Just such a severe lack of frags here from Faze.
Brokey wants the early one.
Oh, the flash is good, but there's no shot. The flash literally was just missed.
A little slow.
Oh my goodness. That would have been too much.
Yeah, what would you have done?
I wouldn't have done anything. I'm a coward. Would have sat here.
Would have just kept flapping those gums. Slide out middle from Twists. Kerrigan sizing up Cave.
We're low on at least we're low on grenades right now for G2. So, and in terms of map control, Faze been doing well, but the kills, they're finding these perfect timings to catch rotations. Okay, Brokey, that'll dislodge the B site.
Yeah, same frag he was looking for earlier, but didn't get on Nico. G2 forfeited a bit too much maybe on this B site. They've given a plant over. That much for certain. We got 2 inside of the caves, 2 down on the ramp, and the T's lean back to open the possibility of the G2 retake, which would have to come through with Monacy's solo smoke. But the kid's 11 and 1. Hunter 8 and 1.
And they could smoke on 2 full players right now. So
ramp's denied. Whole pack of CTs coming at this retake. Kerrigan better cut one off, and he doesn't. It's an instant Nico headshot. Rain from the top box. They turn towards him. Rain starts to rack up frags. They push up through the ramp.
Oh my God.
Monacy stops Rops. Brokey wants to go. Op in hand. Missed chance to survive. And all of G2 come together.
Oh man, that's a big risk, man, to go for that retake and then to pull it off. The temptation is there. That op shot in to open the site up, bomb plant down, 4 players, and not enough utility. And then with the one smoke, they do it. In 15 seconds, they retake this entire site, bring it down to a 1v2, and don't let it get any worse than that. Kerrigan's just hoping that bomb goes off, you know? He's just hoping that bomb goes off.
Yeah.
Let me get my team a rifle.
Let me get my team some respect. Faze strapped by this time. Galil and a scout in the mix. The Tech-9s could just take Monacy down, but with how sharp he's beaten, look at this! Just insta-kill to Brokey. Will get swarmed by the sidearm, sure enough. But there is immediately Hunter coming out from the CT smoke, and he mows down 2. Damage onto Rops as well. That's the Galil of all this mixture.
Man, Hunter's the difference right now.
Yes. On the first map and this one, and he's been quiet.
Yeah.
Did not have the greatest start to the season. Did not have the most successful 2023 going for him. And like you mentioned, kind of shooting for and floating around top 10 each year, you're expecting more. He's got that Kovac blood in him. We will have Hooksy mowed down by the Tech-9 of Rain. Nico starts to slide up. Bomb gets thrown just on the top of the ledge. It can be recovered, and there is still time for Rain to get weird. JKS on the chase.
Now, Rain does something interesting here. So, is he going to go towards the B site? Because he's actually walking by. Yeah, okay, because you would think he's going donut to A for sure. So he might set up a situation where he can get a clean plant off. He's very cognizant of the fact that Nico was spotted in cave. He's taking his time. He has a chance to look in to catch Nico in this spot.
Does he? Yes.
This is a great play out of Rain.
Now, it's all about anticipating where JKS has gotten off to, known to be on A, and he's thinking it's back lane. JKS could catch him crossing, but Rain makes sure to rock him.
Okay.
Nicely done from Rain. Cerebral, as he found that opening top mid, and I love the fact he wasted not 1 second.
That was there's certain plays you make in certain positions that everyone does, and in that one, it's donut A, you know? So as soon as Rain rerouted, you could see he was really thinking fluidly and acting fast, like you said.
No!
Wow, that was solid. Hey, we don't see Rain alive, you know, last enough to see his clutch potential, because he's always taking those opening duels, but here's one good example of what he can do.
And it most certainly opens a door for Faze. They come back, healthy buy, opt for Brokey, full AKs. And the money will be bottomed out for G2. Still plenty of runway.
And that was one of those confidence peaks from Hooksy with the op inside of Donut. That's, you know, you might tighten up if you're losing and you're playing a little bit scared, but he goes out there a little bit to take a risk. And that would have dominated Faze if he had got the kill, but taking that small advantage back with Kerrigan winning his trade and then Rain winning the 1v2. Maybe Faze can still recover this half.
They'll be looking at that A site through main.
Utility dominance here for Faze.
Definitely. Hooksy and Hunter were the P shooters. You can post one up, and this is fine. This is a fine place for an MP9 to play.
One mistake I see Monacy making sometimes in round like these is taking shots when he gets blind. And I don't think he recognizes the power of his op presence sometimes. So finding a way to be pervasive without giving your opponents timings to hit the other side of the map, I think it's really important for him. And if they don't test Nico and he holds the smoke long enough, okay, that's really good. You know, that flash, that peek is super solid. Make sure nothing like that is kept until the late round.
Monacy's just waiting. Unbeknownst to Faze, Molly on his feet, forcing him away, leaving one in the cave, and Nico.
That extra smoke is pretty great for Monacy, actually. We'll see. Faze is going to go A now.
2 CTs having shot at the B site. Max 3A, they know it. JKS hears him storming forward. Nobody from main just yet, but JKS clean with the M4. Brokey takes his shot. That opens up the door.
Oh my god.
And Hunter off of green shuts it down.
Wow.
Wow, indeed.
Wow. Those are atypical spots, dude.
Dude, JKS
is not playing from default.
So sharp.
He's not playing from temple.
Just open floor.
When you rotate in, you're playing on the other side of Donut, right? So people don't come out swinging this angle. Man, that's a cool setup. And they have his long A covered. And as long as they're not coming from mid, he can stand in the open there. And that's a really cool way to defend a late Donut hit.
Hooksy comes through the smoke, forces Brokey to shoot, and then JKS can get the third kill because he knows the ops on cycle. G2 just pounce on that hit. Faze thought they were the ones playing fast, but the CTs came right back. Fire with fire. And now it is the remnants of a buy round out of Faze. Armor, upgraded pistols, that's it. Bomb floats around mid. Rain walks up. Could very well catch Nico. He knows what he's doing. But Nico's going to get the better of him. And now this bomb coming over to the B site has to stall out. Red Room smoke leaves a gap. Hunter's going to flex on it. Kerrigan and Twist get owned. And this is another 5 alive type vibe for G2.
Yeah, I think they missed the smoke there. It seems like a smoke just to cover them jumping through CT to A. That would block an opper or something like that, but big gap. Maybe he just had a great angle, and that's what it has been today here for G2. Great angles. Solid positioning to punish everything. We saw that last round of Inferno, like the amount of calmness as the exec came in, because they knew exactly what was happening before even any players had shown themselves.
Brokey sliding around. That's the bomb down, so no extra money here for Faze. Nothing, barring the 1 kill on Nico.
Wow.
A CT side that could push it to 12. With the quality of Counter-Strike and the calling that we're seeing out of G2,
absolutely,
this could easily be 12-3.
Yeah. We'd have to sort of manufacture a reason why it wouldn't be, you know, apart from the name brand value here, the fact that it's Faze, the fact they picked Ancient, the fact that they can keep up with G2. Those are things that make sense. But in the rounds that we're watching right here and now, G2 don't have many gaps.
Monacy missed shot, but he's got support. Although, Rops is going to win that duel. A 5v4 for Faze to work with. These openings have been far and few between. They cannot let it slip, but Nico gonna slip a shot upside the head of Twists. Monacy comes out from Donut. That'll be answered back, and Brokey can maybe get his hands on an op. Meanwhile, Rain again looking for an opening. Rops wasted no time, pressing outwards beyond the kill. And knowing that Monacy was back towards middle, he has vacuumed up this space. Hunter dead, as Rops has taken a second in this round, his 4th and 5th frag of the map. Brokey went top mid instead of Donut to section off any rotators, and they seem on high alert of the possibility that Nico sits in Temple.
I mean, Nico should be in a spot that's still comfortable for Faze to approach from. I mean, there's the shoulders. Oh, there's a first kill. Okay, traded off single.
All good.
Nice from Kerrigan. The 1v3 is not doable. So G2 will have to walk away from this. I mean, setup from G2 was great for the opening to try to get that kill, but Rops, like, he wasn't shaken by the fact that an op tried to just pick him off. He ran by that, took JK out instantly, and then he had something like 40 HP, and then just destroyed the traded CT spawn as well, so he's pretty angry. So the individuals come through from Faze again. And yeah, Monacy 14-3, Hunter and 14-4, but still killable, it seems. Neo's like, what have I got myself into, man?
Where's Coach Eddie at?
He's here. He's here.
Eddie's around?
He wears many hats. You know, Manager Eddie. Major winner Eddie.
Major winner. Undefeated at Major Eddie. I think after Rain, Eddie might be the most important piece at Faze. Rain holding back. G2 have been pretty progressive with coming out into the lane from cave, peeking down bottom mid. Forward-thinking approach to the defense.
We got no A setup right now, so
could be a very good read for Faze to exploit.
yeah, they're multiplying their presence. I mean, looks like they're not even gonna get picked off, man. This could be a great round. Okay, one dies, but I mean, look at this. That's a full retake now.
Yeah, unfortunately, leaving that gap. G2.
I think we pay attention to our 8-man here. Oh no! Oh my God, that's actually going to be a problem. They need to plant that again fast. This smoke will come up. It'll get dangerous.
No other smoke.
And Rops is chilling.
They go through.
Oh no, he dies.
JKS trades it. Brokey has all of Temple. Bomb is down. Hunter cannot do any wrong so far this series.
That was just dead on, man.
How free was this round?
That's crazy. The call was honestly, call was insane here from Faze. They get to walk out on A with the full fake. They lose Rain in the process, but they're about to trade a player for an entire site with a bomb plant. But that donut smoke is not enough.
But I mean, that's the only thing that Hunter could have done to interrupt that.
That's the only thing.
And they chose to plant in the most obvious spot with the threat of, banana.
Well, that's the only spot, right? If they plant anywhere else, you're just more exposed. It's the best spot versus donut, technically.
Okay.
If you think about it, like where the site's laid out.
Well,
and a donut smoke is supposed to be the answer, but goddamn.
Well, that smoke is thin, my friend. And Hunter laying it on thick. Him and Monacy, 31 kills between the two of them. Masterclass of a CT side coming out of G2 on Faze's map pick. We're not just talking about a result with nothing on the line. This is an advancement match to the Lanxess Arena. And we thought this game was going to deliver. We thought we had the back and forth fireworks. Well, it's delivering one thing. A stomping. The Faze have to stomach now. Trying to shoot for 6 rounds on this T side. Their CT side still capable. They can definitely bring this map back. But G2 clearly going to make them work every step of the way. Monacy has to dive away. Does indeed with the B-hop. And that pressure on Banana should rob him his angle. But he's still exposed to twists.
Still fighting him.
Monacy not able to stop plant. Rain, great element of surprise. Drops Hooksy in the CT spawn. And as he attempts a second, he's serving up a great distraction for a heavy-hitting Hunter. Fresh mag in, 3v2, Temple peek from Brokey. That could make the difference as a gun could be picked back up and leave that bomb split in the crossfire. Smokes both ways. Monacy still looks. And Brokey, at a moment's notice, could just puncture through this. But it's Nico and Monacy. Talk about firepower. It's the time that becomes the issue. Brokey's traded out immediately. Nico's going to jump on this. He's going to stick it, and Kerrigan's going to deny it. It's 5 at least for Faze. 1 left to go.
Okay. All right. There was one play that Faze made. I think it was at groups that was so special. It was the Rops boost on an eco round where they had Tech 9s. Boosted up similar to the entry that he just pulled off. Jumping over the scope of Temple into the A site, and they actually used this a couple of times. They haven't busted that out, but this is basically a variation of that with Rops in front. Maybe he likes the entries into the A site.
Recovery at the tail end of a T side would be all Faze need. A small sigh of relief and the thought of a dominant defense.
This is the first save for G2 this half. Or force. Oh, actually, they had an op and some lower guns before. Okay, G2, they make a pretty big rotation here. A lot of players committing to the A site. How much time do Faze want to save?
Whoa, Kerrigan back exposed.
Oh no!
With just the MP9 and then Hunter's just up close. Oh, it's coming apart at the seams! With lesser weapons, they still do it from G2.
Yeah, they're going to need a pretty big failure on the half of Faze, but you know what? With a pistol, at least the scoreline will make this more reasonable. Looks like they cancel the strat here. A spot from the CT side, and Nade will come out. A good risk taken here from Robs, though, to start things off. But Rain, he gets hit in the head. Exec's coming in towards A, and it's coming fast.
Hunter blinded, CT peek out, also eats a flashbang.
Oh.
Finished off, can't even manage to get away in that
Can we check
smoke.
on JKS?
Brokey. Oh. Brokey dead. Robs, his teammate, also falls.
Oh my God, dude, stop the carnage. Stop the carnage.
I mean, if there are small children in the room, make them look away. Protect the elderly. Whatever it takes. This is just brutal.
My what?
My kid is better than yours.
His Brokey, basically, or?
I'm not sure. Monacy versus all of Faze. Maybe Rain is Kerrigan's
like
kid?
me?
Yeah, right. What'd you say about my kid? Listen, the calls are good.
The smack talk's been interesting
Yeah.
from everyone. You know, we got Hampus is barking like a dog. Cadian yelling at 16-year-olds. You know, anything goes here. Your kid, my kid. Come new.
Making sure not to fall victim to the pistols. They've already lost Hunter, who is sitting 20-7. Monacy's 22-5. They're not beating up a bunch of noobs, man. They're playing Faze.
Last map, Faze couldn't get one player to 10 kills.
Same problem here.
Same problem here.
I can't imagine a world where that happens twice. But with pistols, this may not be the round for them to get racked up. Twists. It's a freebie. Oh!
There it is. 10
nice
kills.
Double.
Okay.
At least that part of this epic head-to-head.
Now, is this round over? Not necessarily. Now, these are the two sort of weakest fraggers so far in the series. For what it's worth, just numbers-wise. JKS a little bit better right now, but the Deagle's still coming in, and Twist and Brokey say, we're the better kids.
Yeah, they put up. Now, it is it's a long road. It's 5 rounds, the gap.
That's a huge
G2
round,
still have to work with, but that is very big.
It comes with 2. It was
very big.
Man, the money, like the key rounds won because of the money. It's sort of like you're trying to win every round, so it's not so much like, oh, that's a great call. We won when we needed the money. But every time they needed to win a round, G2 did.
Yes.
They made that as hard as possible for Faze to chew through, constant rifle rounds. And the 2 low buys that G2 ended up having, they won both of them in that half.
Yes, they did. Add to that pistol, full conversions off the bat. It almost feels like Faze had to get this force buy back under wraps because the pistol would have opened a door originally. They had to fight a little harder, but Twist's Desert Eagle nails
Deagle,
2.
The Deagle buy back. I like this play a lot.
Okay. Because it's confident?
It's confident. It's sort of high risk in the sense that it's expensive. But think about mentally what you'd gain if you won this round on Deagles right now. Just think about the upside to this potential play.
You would have Faze's souls in a bottle.
They could collect them. And
Rain's going to get aggressive out of the cave. Now Rain, cave, lane, love to see it. All those things, everything about him in those positions is sick. Brokey has got 2 more free ones sitting on the other side of this smoke. So this Deagle buyback from G2 is not going to go as well as Faze's did. See if Rain can hit the ground running on this CT side as Hunter nails a zinger. Rain will not...
Oh my God.
That's
okay.
2.
Yeah, and it's... No. Think about it like this. Everyone's got $5,000 hanging over their head. You know, armor AK, nades on their belts. The kills are something. They can hunt if they want to, but this round's over, so... Honestly, let Hunter keep his prize. You keep 3 alive on this round. Faze get a little message saying, okay, individually, like, press tab. Here I am, Hunter, 22-7 alongside Monacy, 22-7. Few have survived scenes like this, but at least they know they have the round.
Man, I'm not even in the server, and I feel like I'm nervous about getting headshot somehow, some way. With Monacy and Hunter playing like this, I feel like I'm at risk. We're all at risk. Faze have to convince themselves they can't hurt us. They can't hurt us. 4 rounds to close this gap. Hunter held on to the AK. They're not going to get another buyback because that was the previous round. So can Hunter really do everything on his own? In this form, I genuinely give him a chance out of spawn. Let's see what he can muster up.
At least like roll-wise, as an aggressive rifler, you know, it's someone that makes sense to try to put this on. Oh, wait a second. Okay.
I would say, you know, there's like a 5% chance right now that he pulls off something awesome. Maybe down to 4 with Nico dead. But you can still just keep it simple. Rocket over towards B. Met by smoke certainly cools them off. Kerrigan get
Did he hear
bullied.
them maybe as well? So they were pushing down the ramp. They're going to explode through this.
Clean shots.
Right.
Beautiful.
Mopped them. 5 alive.
Yep. Very important, critical. We saw those AKs move forward. 2 of them still here in the mix from that force buy victory. So an economic boon for FaZe to try and take back the map.
Yep. Looking for FaZe to get stable.
But they lost the first 3 halves of this series.
Yep.
3 halves is long enough to warm up. But there's always that critical question of will Hunter and Monacy even cool off? 44 frags between the 2 of them. We go back to middle. Smoke in from the CTs. Rain going to try to spam through, but that's a big pack of players going over towards A main, which is currently understaffed.
Yeah, this is a very light setup, and wow, I mean, the attack is coming in right now, so...
It's only Rops here, and there's utility coming over the rooftops.
Yeah, let's see how Rops deals with this.
Tries to put the incendiary down. He's made a little pocket between 2 smokes.
It looked like he was waiting for a flash, doesn't come, and oh, his teammate gets killed in the back. They know Rops is still here.
Hunter just finds that perfect angle. Just took a ton of damage in response, and Rops has not been able to squeeze anything out of this moment. So comfortable post-plant man advantage for G2. Kerrigan concerned with the temple push, as he should be.
Are they?
Do they take this chance?
They have 1 smoke. I feel like they have to try to go for this.
All right.
It's definitely not
Kerrigan's
perfect.
a dead man, dude. Monacy's going to swing off this, and that was if JKS didn't get it done himself. That was also the only kit that they had to work with. Now stranded inside Temple. It can be picked up by Brokey, and those 2 Ts in there have their backs turned. Brokey at least gets 1 off. Monacy turns around. Brokey's got the kit, plus the 2 kills. He just has to get on top of that bomb, but there's no time, Launders. They didn't have the time for it. Bomb pops to survive. They rack up costs against G2,
yeah,
but it's another round towards 16.
Yeah, it's 12-8, and man, that was a really good attempt at the retake, but it's a site that was vacated before the attack even came in. That was Faze loitering in mid for a little bit too long, and I mean, I can't even call it loitering. It's still the beginning of the round. 120, and G2 have already decided to attack it. It's just a sort of solid gamble call in the same way that Hoaxy was able to find out when they had that arch gap, you know, so... I wouldn't even say conditioning is the reason that they called this here. It was just a sort of things lining up for G2 on this rifle round. Maybe they did have some kind of serious read on the situation, but because of that 5-up round from FaZe, just like how G2 had a great economy, they have enough for everything here. Another off for Brokey, kit, and utility for everybody else. Are they doing the same thing again?
Maybe, yeah. Ace. Still
they're
nobody out the gate.
They're dressing it up a little bit different with the B defaulter, so just trying to throw variation. It's going to be the exact same play, made to look different.
Yeah, it's a rinse and repeat.
And they're here pushing down elbow into mid as the smokes come up, and once again they're going to have to rush back into Donut to try to stop this plant.
Hoaxy just keeping it simple with the back-to-back.
And that's how you do it. You molly behind the smoke. That's what they didn't do in the first half. That's how Hunter got that spray down on the bomb plant.
Monacy takes some damage on the fallback, but what a daunting task this is going to be for FaZe. They've got 2-3 smokes for the retake. We've got a double boost inside green. JKS again cuts down Kerrigan up inside of the temple. Brokey comes back with the trade frag. Everything going about the same way it did as this most recent round, but that smoke on top of the bomb gives Brokey a chance to come out. Meanwhile, first player strikes off green. Hunter serves up the distraction. Monacy out back from A main. They clear them. They clear them with ease.
Oh, that's murder in broad daylight here from G2. The same play again, dressed up a little bit more differently with one extra player on the other side of the map. Faze pull out the same setup on CT side. G2 are clued in.
Dude, like street sweepers. G2 just roll through, swipe away the trash, and take their 13th.
Wow. And still a touch more money here for Faze to try to put something together. But we're talking about 2 MP9s. They're going to need a hell of a round out of Brokey. And now the double main setup. Are they just a step behind?
Slight jiggle top ramp. Single cave player. Obviously back-to-back rounds like that. Faze has to adapt.
Okay. Kerrigan will get out of there.
But still, what's Kerrigan going to do? MP9 versus this ferocious G2. Monacy flashed off his angle. It's info, at least for Faze, and they've got that deep A main position. They can move their pieces around, but Rain is still working on his own. Kerrigan a few feet back. If Kerrigan's not careful, that head's about to get rocked.
Yeah, but if he is, this could be a good bait.
Smoke in front of it. Bomb rotating back around through T-spawn, so G2 are just going to go all in on this B site soon enough. And for the time being, Faze still have that deep A main commitment, plus a donut player, which means max 3 in B, and still lesser weapons, and still no utility.
And Brokey's not sure if it's coming here. Oh, the push down.
It's got to be big. Kerrigan down beneath, cuts Monacy off. It's a one and done from him. The T's have plenty of nades, and Brokey's going to have to deliver. Drops the bomb, dives back into the cave, trades back on Nico. Nice play from Brokey. It's enough to keep this bomb site somewhat under wraps. He has no control of long. Hunter's going to push out inside of the smoke, and his reinforcements... Oh no!
The full spread, and he's dead. 2v2, and they push CT. I don't think this is going to be called.
Lane flank coming around, Twists working with the AWP. Then Rops is able to strike down Hooksy, so Hunter, who has been so incredibly sharp, could be anywhere. And they're going to come doubling out from cave. Back shot! Second his! Hunter again and again!
There's the comfort, and there's the confidence out of Hunter. 25 and 10 before winning that 1v2. An unreal map, and G2 get to 14.
Making Faze look like fools, as Hunter is just hitting another level of Counter-Strike today.
Brokey tried to do everything here, man.
6 shot, the jiggle, the repeat is the off cycle, but Hunter wrapping around gets lost in those smoke grenades. The utility just shrouding his movements.
Wow, to play that second fight right away the way that he did. That just speaks to the game he's playing right now.
Overflowing confidence.
Yes, yes.
Earned.
And the cash flow for Faze. Richest man is Brokey with 1,900. I don't think Faze believe this is their day. What a day of CS out of G2, man.
Pistols up for Faze, all they've got. There is no reason to believe that Faze are coming back in this map. There is no reason to believe that G2 aren't going to steamroll their way to the Lanxess. Molly behind them. Brokey just has to hope to God this Desert Eagle hits. Robs is up on green. They're hoping these pistols can deliver, but instead it's just headshots right back at a G2. More of the same. It's what we've watched all series long. It is G2 dismantling Faze step by step. Kerrigan, you can take your MAC-10 and run, because G2, as they enact revenge for the loss that happened last week, have gotten this win nearly wrapped up. But this time it's in embarrassing fashion. Faze not even close to making this competitive.
Maybe not even double digits on either map.
Wow.
I mean, I thought that's, you know, the Astralis Nip game that just took place, that was going to turn heads. Nip getting 6 rounds on each map. But G2 Faze, this is a tier above entirely, and basically that same level of discrepancy. And it's actually unreal. It's unreal. The Inferno is one thing. The Inferno, it's supposed to happen on a good day. Might not always happen, but if it does, you're not surprised. Ancient, not even Faze could be ready for this. This is something else. So 7 rounds in a row will be needed for Faze just to take it to overtime. They have not had a lead, mentally, literally, in this series.
It has been G2 all day long.
They're in complete control of how they feel.
Massive pack of bodies sat outside that smoke. Oh, Kerrigan.
Jesus Christ.
Salt in the wound. As if his day's not going bad enough, he gets popped in Faze's last chance to keep G2 from stealing away what they want so badly.
Man, the kill count after this series is over, it's going to be abysmal for Faze. Like,
Kerrigan has been absolutely bodied in this series, called out from the get-go. And Hooksy was talking a little bit of trash.
Good.
Called him out head-to-head. And out-called him step by step. Hooksy just going to try to sell this B fake. It's a solo Hooksy push that has 2 players busy. But over on A, Rops will still have a chance to extend this series. To extend their hopes. Yes, he lines them up. As Brokey slides out from the CT cross, we've got the op of m0NESY in position. Rops' head gets popped, and Nico's looking to come around through middle. Time is of the essence. And Faze fighting, but they give up another. And now the donut peak's about to happen. Nico's ready, but Rain gets the better of him. m0NESY's going to have to pull off a 7 HP 1v2. He won't even take a chance at this. And so Faze alive for now.
Yeah, it's just the kind of game that you're like, well, they could still probably do it because they have just made magic happen over and over again. But Faze land on their feet here, and this is 4v5 with Kerrigan dying on the push down banana. So that's something. It's a crumb. It's a drop in the bucket. It's a drop in the ocean, honestly. But this is, for what it's worth, a 6-round game. It's not that they don't have the game plan, it's that they don't have the form. That's the specific difference here. The capability is not a question, but we're responding to what we see today.
It's wild that our pregame has a lot of conversation about it depends on the individuals. We talk about the loss last week and say G2's missed. Well, now, same story for Faze.
Oh, that's good. Wow.
Good smokes.
They double, wow, that's a good,
Felt
that's
like
a
Rops
heads-up
was
call,
dead.
man. That's a heads-up call. It's actually hard to sort of just say, like, we're going to smoke both sides in this situation as an emergency game plan, and respond to that really well. That's 2 smokes off the rounds, but it's for sure worth it to keep Rops in the rounds. And it looks like G2 are actually thinking, well, these are resources they can't get back. It's hard to count grenades these days, but there's not going to be a massive rotation to get smokes back to the A site, so making this harder to counter now. Faze will respond by pulling a 3rd in twists. This is good. No temple control. Twists on default. Molly coming his way. And again, smokes.
Oh, he's burned out. Brokey double, triple.
Oh.
1 mag spray down. And he cuts down the majority of G2. Leaves the bomb limping back. Nico sensing an opportunity to hit Kerrigan, whose struggles throughout this map and series have been very real. He does manage to creep back. And now Nico just holds off as the smoke goes down top ramp. That bomb is running over. There's a few seconds to spare. There's a possibility of the lane fight if Rops climbs up, but he's going to give that space to m0NESY. 5 seconds to spare. Bomb's going to have to be planted behind the pillar, and it needs to be the safe cross. He blinds himself. m0NESY's got to get the plant in. m0NESY stops the fight. There's no time. This falls flat.
Oh, wow. Oh, my God. There was actually a chance right there. If m0NESY went for the cross, instead, Nico should have probably been holding that angle, could have swung earlier on the left side of default, then fought that side if he wanted to. But okay, listen, 2v whatever, shouldn't have taken place. This play right here, so not having a smoke for the back of default is the big one. The molly comes down, that's a huge spot taken out of the round, but the response from Faze is great. They have Twist coming early, and he says, okay, Brokey, you're swinging donut, I'm swinging default. If they molly this, we'll just fight as hard as we can right away. And that works out beautifully.
Well, suddenly the door creaks ajar. Faze banking on something, but instant opening. Nico, oh, it's Nico after all. A single AK-47.
Forgot he was on the team too.
Right? And that's why this whole thing felt just more like an inevitability. Twist is going to try to just clear them off of the bomb site. Kicking and screaming are the pistols of G2 as they look to just lock in what Nico has started. Rain clears one off the pillar, and it looks like Nico's shenanigans may not be enough. The retake's there for Faze. They will grab 11th, but let that be a reminder that in an instant, this comeback could come crumbling down around them.
Yeah, absolutely. And Nico gets the 2 kills, but doesn't stay alive, doesn't get a gun back to the site, but that's because Faze are flashing to fight him in CT, so one more and it's over. Twist denies that, and he turns that into a nice sequence.
Money's not that there.
Historians might tell you this match was closer than it was. But unless Faze actually bring this to OT, that conversation won't matter to those of us who watch the match.
Good nade damage. Anything helps. Flash is fantastic. Rain dinked, but kills Hunter on the crossover. Kovac both take a chunk out of Rain. They want that weapon, but Molotov's going to keep him off it. Kerrigan comes around, clearing out the 2 that go deep. Third one, also dead. That's 12 for Faze. 3 rounds. And Faze have given us some of the most incredible comebacks throughout the year already. Faze have put up massive fights at big events when the pressure is on. At least in that context, this is no different.
Yes. Yeah, for sure. And again, it's not about how deep their playbook is. It's not about how much they know about G2, how many wins they've had in the past, how good they know their Ancient is. It's just about their form today. And G2, with this lead to play with, and their form, taking their... Is that their first time out?
It's their third.
That's their third, okay.
G2's third.
Used them wisely, spaced them out.
Three attempts to put down one of the contenders here in Cologne. G2 obviously having hoisted a trophy at IEM Katowice at the start of the year, would love a shot at another big IEM lift. It felt like their form was just taking a never-ending nosedive, but turning heads against Faze today. We jump back in. 3 more attempts to hang on for dear life. Hooksy up into the cave, and the 2 CTs play close. This is Rain's realm, and Hooksy doesn't move a muscle.
Rain
doesn't
reload.
even flinch.
Yeah, he reloads.
Hooksy goes through on the reload. Rain, oh, he's still right there just banking on his teammate. Hooksy can't peek again. Wow.
They're trying to pull the op. Oh, the op is out.
It works.
He gets blinded. Rain is still in cave.
Hooksy just serving up a distraction, had those CT pieces moving, and then Hooksy doubles back to take off Twist's head. Hooksy could get another, falls down, Rops bests him, and a 3v3.
Now
Hunter's gotten through.
On.
This is massive.
They're in Donut listening. Hunter, he's got a free one.
Lethal.
He should just take this, to be honest.
He will. Shoots Kerrigan in the side of the head. That brain suddenly busted up, but Hunter could also fall victim to the same situation. Sure enough, Rops comes in from mid.
Man, his play was to get to A, but they were trying to figure out if A was open. And now JKS will start running. Rops will spot that cross. He goes to Temple. The bomb can be planted inside of Donut. It's a risk if Rops wants to run out, but he's too far away.
Holds off.
Will he let JKS get away to Donut? The peek is coming in a second. The flash is great.
Excellent.
Oh, but now,
Monacy,
1v1.
his shot landed. And Rob's taken down. Rain's gonna get on that bomb with a molly in front of him, but he's already defusing the shots right there. m0NESY to end it all here for G2, to give them a spot in the Cathedral.